Hello there, welcome back to the Ginger Turner. So today we're going to make a cheese board with some matching knives. I'm going to use a piece of the old oak worktop again. So I've got a big piece here. Okay, so I marked it out where I need to cut it on the bandsaw, and then we'll knock off the corners again to make it into a rough round. So I've already measured. There's a glass dough I bought. It's a cake or a cheese cover, if you like, but we're going to do the cheese board. So basically that's 6.5 inches round. So the board will be about 8.5 inches. So it will give me an inch either side of the glass dough. And that will sit in a little groove to centralise it over the cheese. And then with the kit came these, find these blades. So a normal sort of cheese board selection of knives. Okay, there we go. And it's from a kit I bought from a website called Pro Crafts, which I'll put a link up here in a minute. They do lots of wood turning kits of that, perfume atomizers, pens, you name it, they do it. It's worth pepper mills, all that sort of wood turning stuff you need the kits for, and it's just up to you to turn the wood then to suit it. So first of all we're going to go on the bandsaw, cut that into the square I marked out, knock off the corners, and we're going to put it on a face plate, I think, to mount it onto the lathe. That is obviously too thick, so that is about 40 mil. So probably go down to probably about 20 mil probably thickness, which will, because I'm going to put screws in the one side to hold on the faceplate. Obviously I need to get rid of the screws, so just going to make sure I don't go too deep with my screws. Probably about 10 mil into the wood, but I'll put 4 or 6 in, depending on which faceplates I use, and that will allow me to clear the holes out when I take it down to the right size. So the edge will be probably just have a little like rounded edge, a bit like a sort of a breadboard, if you like. They're normally rounded edges, and we'll see how we get on. So first point is the bandsaw to get the wood down to a usable size, and then we'll crack on with the turning. So thanks for watching, and we will see you later. Okay, so we're loaded on the lathe. I'm going to put a 50 mil line on here, radius line, which will fit my chuck going to be spinning around. Going to put a little mortise in there. So do that now. There we go. 50mm. Yeah, it's good as just a guide. I'm also going to put my little logo mortise in there as well. So once we've got that to about 3 or 4mm deep, we'll just get that nice and flat. Get that, get the OD trued up. I won't shape it until we turn it round. And then we can sand all this side. There won't be a finish apart from an oil safe, like a breadboard oil, something you use on all chopping boards and stuff, chopping board oil. But we all sanded up to sort of 320, 400 Yorkshire grit and all that. So first things first, guys, let's make this recess, get this flat, draw up the outside. Okay, so that's nice and flat. Slight concave, so it dips in the middle if you like, so it doesn't rock when you put it flat on the work surface. Got clearance there as well, so that's the lower point. So it's all tidy up. There's a little bit of wetness there. You can see where I put the blue pen lines, but that'll turn off. We don't take the outside down yet, so it'll be fine. So yeah, that's looking good. That's just off the tool, that is. Obviously no sanding done yet. That's going to be nice. So I'll turn the camera around now and get on the outside edge, and we'll get that just trued up, and then we'll start the sanding. Okay, so got that edge all just trued up. So we'll do the shaping on the other side when we turn it round. So it's down to the horrible bit, the sanding. I'm going to go 4 grits with the Abranet. 120, 180, 240, 320. I think that should be enough for what it's going to be. But we'll see. Might have to go more, but we'll start with that. I might put a couple of little bird lines in there first, just to give it a bit of a feature, really. And just in the middle there, break it up a bit, and then we'll get on with the sanding. Right, there we go. It's all sanded up now. Didn't show you that, it's a bit boring. You know, I think everyone knows how to sand. Then the 4 grits, 120, 180, 240, 320 with the Abranet paper, and no, that's good enough for what it's going to be. And that is the bottom, obviously. So we'll take it off the faceplate now. Put the chuck on, spin around, expansion holding the mortise I made, and then we'll get the thickness down and hopefully get rid of those screw holes from the faceplate, and work out where to put the groove then for where the glass lid's going to sit. So see you in a sec. Okay, so flipped him round, bowl gauge all nicely sharpened, 3/4 inch bowl gauge, 5/8, 3/4, not sure actually, could be a 5/8, anyway, it's a bowl gauge. So you can obviously see the 4 holes where we had the screws in with the faceplate, but we're taking this down probably half that width to about 20 mil. I think they were only in about 12, so there's plenty of clearance there. So we'll take the width down, take the width down to where we need to be, get that nice and flat, and then work out where to put the groove for the glass dish to fit in onto the board, and then we'll shape the outside to a nice gentle curve. So it's not so, don't want a sharp edge really. So yeah, PPE on guys, and we'll give her a spin and take him down to size. Okay, so we're down to about 20 mil on there now. Yeah, 20 mil. Yeah, probably about a nice size, I should imagine. So just going to concentrate now on getting it flat. It's a little bit convex at the moment. Just sort of like that, exaggerated. So we'll get probably a skew or a large round nose scraper, one of the two, to get that nice and flat, or flattish. Doesn't going to be dead flat. Obviously, the back side needed to be the flattest because that's the bit that's going to be sat on the table. This is going to be obviously up in the air. And then we'll form a nice little groove on there. Not groove, sorry. Radius on there. Get rid of the sharpness. So yeah, that's what we're going to do now. So I'm going to sort out my tools and I'll be back in a sec. Right, so we'll start off with the large round nose scraper. Nice and sharp, just sharpen that up. And we'll get this nice and flat. But PPE, guys, as always, first priority. Right, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I think that's alright. There's a bit of a... See what it's like when it's sanded? I might have to put a little bit of sawdust on there. There's a little... I don't know if that's where the end of the screw was, or it's where the block is actually... No, I think that's actually where the screw was. Take a little bit more off there. About another millimetre then. And then that'll be fine. Okay, that's not a drill, that is where some of the laminate as well, the block it was made from, it's just chipped out a little bit. So I'm going to take them off the chuck and no, sorry, leave it on the chuck, take the chuck off the lathe, and then drop a bit of sawdust in there and glue them up. Okay, so I'll drop some super glue and sawdust into the void, so it's nice and hard now, pretty much anyway. So we'll just skim that off, and then I'll bring the tool rest round and we'll put the curve on there. Okay, so I think we're there. Nice gentle curve on there. Bring it around a bit. Let's see it a bit better. There you go. Yeah, nice steady curve on there. Diameter wise, we are about 20 mil, and it's what's the diameter? Yeah, just over 9, so that's fine. Gives a nice little ridge. So go back to the front, and we'll work out what we're going to do with the groove for the glass cover to sit on. Okay, so we're back round the front. Right, so the glass is roughly 16.5 centimeters or 165 mil, if you want to go metric. It's got about a 5 mil thickness of wall. So I'm marking out roughly where I need to be with a pencil. Put a groove in. It's just a case of doing a bit, trying it, doing a bit, trying it, doing a bit, trying it. It doesn't need to be deep. It only needs to be a couple of mil, just so it centralises it on the middle of the bowl. So right, we'll get some pencil and we'll mark that out. Okay, so 155 to the inside of the glass. So half of that's 77. So if I mark there, let's hold the pencil on the line. Start the lathe, quick spin. So that should be the inside of the glass. And then obviously it's another sort of 5 mil. It doesn't want to be tight, it wants a couple of mil of play anyway. So that roughly is where the glass is going to fit. So yeah, so can't really see on camera, but yeah, that's not too bad. So we'll get a thin parting tool. I might actually use my where is that one? Yeah, it's a good width that. So I'll give it a sharpen, and then we'll do a few cuts and sort of try it and see how we get on. Right, let's go sharpen the gauge. That'll do. That's good. Yeah, sits in there nicely. Just centralises everything up. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Right, we'll get it sanded up. Okay, there we go. One cheese board. Right, let's get him off, and I think that'll do for today. Yeah, I like that. Let's take it off. So you're not putting any sand and sealer or anything, because I'm just going to use the food safe oil. There we go, there's the back, and there's the top. Okay guys, so I've done a handle off camera. I'll do one now on the video. I've been playing about with trying to work a way out how to hold the thing on the lathe. Okay, so 6mm hole, push that onto there, just centralises it, and then this end with the running centre nice and tight, wind that up, locking down, so it ain't going to work its way loose, and there's your drive. So we're going to put a little tenon on this end here, which needs to be about 14mm diameter and no more than a 7mm depth, because that's the depth of the inside of the ferrule. And then just whatever shape I like, really. I'm not going to try and do 4 exactly the same because, well, one, I probably couldn't do that anyway. Not exactly, not without a lot of measuring and playing around. So they'll be similar but not exact, and I think the set look nicer if it's not so uniform. So right, enjoy the video guys, and we'll show you how to turn one of the handles. Just knock that end off there where he was in the chuck. Just sand that off. Make sure that then is no less than 7mm long. And that's basically it, guys. That's the handles done. Okay guys, so doing the assembling now. It doesn't show you to do it this way on the ProCraft YouTube channel, but it's the way I prefer to do it. So that goes into there with the ferrule on there, and just presses in. So I'm going to do it like this. So blade against there, ferrule on there. Okay, push that on there. That against there. Just wind that back a bit. Actually no, I'm going to do it that way. Sorry, beg pardon. Blade against there, centralising. It's a block of wood in there. Take up the slack. Just touch it on there. And then you can sort of centralise it. And just slowly wind in the tailstock. And you'll see it just going on. Give it a wiggle to make it so it's all going in centre. Up to the top. And all that ferrule does, apart from giving it a bit of nice bit of decorative, is stops that from splitting when you push them in. So there you go guys, that's as easy as it is. And they're nice and easy, just with a button on the end. Just put a little bit of epoxy in there, push them in, job done. That was my way of doing it. If you can find your own another way, drop me a line, let me know, but I don't think you can get it much easier than that. Thank you guys. Right, here we are, the finished product. Pleased with this one. There's the board in all its glory. It's about 9 inches diameter, about 20mm thick. It's all finished with a food safe oil. It's for like chopping boards and bread boards, that sort of thing. So it's just puts a finish on it, but it's just a, you know, there's no high polish. But it's food safe, which is more important, because obviously it's a cheese board or cakes, whatever you want to put on it. There's the glass lid, which fits on the top. That fits in the little groove. And then the four little cheese knives, all done. Okay. All the handles are the same material as the board, so it's oak, solid oak, off the worktop, offcuts. Different shapes, so I think it makes it a bit more nicer than having them all the same. And like I said in the video, I probably couldn't have made all four the same anyway. But also, I'll just give that one a bit of a polish. Also, the wife's crafting machine, called a Cricut machine, can do etching. So we tried to put some words on the blades. The word cheese in English, I think she's done Spanish, French, German, I think. So this is the French one, fromage. I don't know if you can, it's not that deep an etch, but you can see it with the naked eye. I don't know whether I can show it you on camera or not. You might be able to see it, I don't know. Tilted a bit. I'll turn the lights off to try and help it. But they've all got a different word on there, but they all mean cheese, I say, in the 4 different languages. Hopefully you can see that, guys, but it is there, assure you. So yeah, there we go. Nice little project that. I say, ProCraft on the website is where I got the kit from. I think the kit actually is only the blades. I'm not sure about the glass dome, where I got that from, another while. So I wasn't sure if I was going to use it for a cake cover or a cheese, but I'll use it for the cheese in the end. So yeah, but check out ProCraft, it's really good. Loads of ideas on there, absolutely. Bottle tops, like I say, the pens, whistles I think are on there. You name it, it's on there. Brilliant little projects. And he's done on YouTube a video of every single project. So you can see him making it and assembling it, which is always a lot easier, I find. Anyway guys, that's today's project all done. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to go find some cheese. Thank you guys.